Ugh. Don't laugh yet. You know what? I'll take it. I'll take it, Sarah. I'll take it. We all got a level, so we're all full healed. Got a belt. I don't give a fuck about the belt. We did it! Was expecting actual ducks. A victory for truth, justice, and all that good stuff. I'm so glad. You've done well, but not well enough to match my power. Is the next fight even harder? Because that's... I will hate everything. Ultimately, you braces exist simply to protect people. Only those who have attained enlightenment can hope to match one such as myself. The trial is over, now comes the execution. In that case, Loewe, I'd like to challenge you one-on-one. Excuse me? Joshua, are you kidding me? It's alright, Estelle. Loewe may be strong, but that last fight still had an effect on him. Trust me, I can do this. Okay, I trust you. I was just trailing the sky going, it's going better today. I didn't die to Loewe like 1,000 times. It's true that I've lost a bit of my edge. I'm a little slower in particular. You could even walk away from this fight as the victor. But I wouldn't bet on those odds if I were you. Maybe not, but still. This soul of mine, which was saved by a sister, bound by a professor, freed by a father, is now one with Estelle's. All I've learned as a bracer and the power given to me by Ouroboros. All of it together, I challenge you, Blade Lord. With your lame-ass name. Very well. Come then, Black Fang. Oh, I was expecting it to like go into an actual fight. It might still, but we're just getting like a cutscene fight. Well, you have improved. Let's see if you can keep it up. I can. So how are you supposed to pronounce his name? I don't know. I'm sure I'm pronouncing names wrong. It probably is Loewe. Or Loewe. But I'll call him Loewe. Because he's a fucking low-life piece of shit. So I call him Loewe. What are you doing, Joshua? You're faster than this, and why not use your speed to try and best me? I have something I want to ask you, Loewe. Why? Why do you continue to side with Weissman even after all this? You said before that it wasn't about revenge for Karen. That you wanted to bring the world to trial. What does that even mean? It's nothing you need to concern yourself with. I simply wish to see if humanity can answer for its failings. Answer its failings? I still don't follow. Humanity is the plaything of forces greater than individual men. The passage of time, the changing ideals of nations, gradual shifts in values and ethics. They are helpless before these, and when such storms blow over man, they are knocked into the cracks and are lost, unable to free themselves. Hamo is but one example. Ironically, this great city is exactly the same. It began as a paradise, people living full, fulfilled, satisfied lives in the clouds. However, at the same time, as the Great Collapse, or as part of it, people abandoned this paradise and fell to the earth. The city was sealed away and people forgot it even existed. Almost as if they sought to forget an inconvenient truth, as if they sought to deceive themselves. Truth is ever easily suppressed, and people will happily accept anything they wish to be true in its place. That is mankind's weakness. That is their sin. But the Arioli's overwhelming power will force people to face the unabated truth. How helpless they are without the backing of nations. How vulnerable they become once you strip them of all their luxuries. All they've locked away in their delusions will be dragged before their eyes, raw and exposed, and they will witness. Locked away in their delusions, huh? So forcing people to confront that is your goal? It is. As long as we continue to delude ourselves, to believe our world is always just and good, mankind will repeat its mistakes forever. Speaking of this schmuck in the first game, I didn't know he was an optional fight, so I kept reloading until I managed to win. I gave up on that one pretty quick, like maybe 3 tries. And I was like, he's so fast. Like, he literally had 4 turns before I would have 1. I was like, I can't do this. I would have to go back and grind, and I didn't want to at the time. So I was like, fuck it, continue. More tragedies like Hamel will happen. A second time, a third, who knows how many. So many more like Karen will bleed their lives out on the arms of those they care for. You want to know why I obey Ouroboros? That's why. And I have no regrets for what I've become in pursuit of my goal. I see. I think you're the delusional one, Loewe. Very delusional. What? I'm a weak person myself, so what you've said hits home. There's some truth in it. We all have the potential to overcome hard times or face our weaknesses. People aren't helpless, not completely. Remember when Karen saved me 10 years ago? She was strong then, and that made all the difference. There's no way you never realized that. Not with how important Karen was to you, with how important you were to her. You're deluding yourself, Loewe, and you know it. Karen was special. She was the only one who could have ever made a difference. None of her actions speak for humanity. They must still be tested. The fight itself wasn't the problem, he just kept healing himself to full. Oh, yeah. For me, he just killed me before I could even have a chance to even try. And then I was told, oh, he heals himself as well. And I was just like, that's just fucking, why would I want to? The low fights are garbage. They're not fun. They're just annoying. They must face the delusions, and I must see if they are worthy of Karen's sacrifice. In that case, I should be able to prove you need. I, the weakling and liar who lived on through my sister's sacrifice. I, who found my way once I met Estelle. I, who only could have come here to meet you again with her help. People are never powerless so long as they are together. Just kill him. Just kill him. Just fucking kill him so he never comes back ever again. You won. Not bad, Joshua. Not bad. Thank you. I'm not panting. You put all you had into a single opening you forced out of me. You little fool. Not good enough? The Blade Lord's dropped his sword. It doesn't get much more final than that. All I can do is admit defeat. Defeat? You did it! That was absolutely amazing, Joshua. He's still standing! Why are you celebrating? Actually beat Loewe. He's still standing! Okay, apparently this is very... Apparently him losing his sword temporarily is very symbolic of defeat. He is the Blade Lord. You didn't hurt him! Fucking hurt him! I wouldn't have had the slightest hope of victory if I was fighting the kill. Why are you facing away from him? This is not realistic. There's always a better way. That's what it means to be a bracer, right? That's what Dad taught us. Yeah. Yeah. Of course. You had the techniques Weissman placed in you, all filtered through the wisdom of the divine blade. What hope did I even have? I joined Ouroboros because I wanted to test humanity. With you having answered that, I suppose I've run out of reasons to continue working with them. I think it's time I found a new line of employment. This is too convenient. What is... This is so out of character. I have to say, okay, this seems very out of character for Joshua to me. If he wasn't gonna hug anyone, I guess it would be Loewe because of their past. But still, this is something Estelle would do. You're back, I guess? Loewe's back, it's over! But hey, I always thought about you, even after the Brights took me in. I remembered your voice, your face, that you were important to me, but not who you were. Then I finally remembered, only to learn that you're my enemy. Just didn't know what to think. I see. Yeah, thank you, Estelle. They seem so close. I'm almost kind of jealous. Chloe, this is not a situation where you should be blushing. Because I blush. Even Joshua's got a cute side to him. Kind of makes me wish I had a little brother like him. Kevin, don't tease. Oh, sorry, I guess I kind of lost it there. You did! You lost your entire personality for a second there. I know nothing's settled yet, but still. Big dummy. You don't need to apologize. You finally made up, right? Go on, spend some time with Loewe. Now? Spend, yeah. Still, Bright, I owe you a debt I don't think I can ever repay. Huh? With both Ren and Joshua here, you've done all sorts of things I never could, yet you've done all sorts of things I never could, yet made it look so trivial. Loewe never struck me as someone who's legitimately evil, so I spent a while trying to understand what the fuck was going on. Yeah, he's actually kind of similar to Ren. Because it's like, he's just like mad from a trauma. But Joshua running up and hugging him, like, that's like, I'm just like... like he barely ever wanted to hug Estelle. I feel like they just could have built up this in Joshua just a little bit more. His, like, connection to Loewe. They kind of told you his connection to Loewe, but not, like, his emotional part of it. You guided so many other people to this point. You truly are one of a kind, Estelle. You know, if you're making fun of me, we can totally throw down again, just saying. No, please don't. Please don't. Princess Claudia, well, Crown Princess now, I think. Do you remember what I said atop Grancel Castle, I wonder? I do. A nation is like an enormously complex ornament. I believe your words then are absolutely true. But I can't believe that the world simply works like a machine, or should do so. I want to find a way for the world to work so that people can be people even as they drive forward such a great engine. I know it sounds foolish and naive, but not at all. If you're that certain of your convictions, I have nothing with which to gainsay you. I hope you do find the way you seek. Thank you. And you. Something on my face, Chief? No. You're Kevin Graham, yes? Would you happen to know a woman named Rufina? Am I a fan of Kevin? He's alright. I decided to arbitrarily use him in the end, because I hadn't used him in a while. And I was like, I kind of wanted to bring, like, Zin or someone, like Zin and Chloe. I was like, let's bring Kevin. It's partly because there was this little hidden story beat with him and Joshua before when we first got the Arioli. They did something. Something happened. Kevin's like, I know you're lying, Joshua. Let's go. We'll fix it up or whatever. And I kind of don't know. I kind of want Kevin to be around for the reveal of that beat, which is probably going to happen right at the end. It's going to be a fucking bombshell or something. So she was a Gralsritter, I thought so. Also, his crafts, or his defensive crafts, are definitely very handy. So he's a good support. I fought a bowgun-wielding churchwoman similar to yourself several years ago. That was one of the few other times I've been so thoroughly matched. Is she still well? No. Unfortunately, she died in an accident. It was about 4 years back. I see. I mourn the church's loss then. She was a person of character. What are they talking about? Oh yeah, Loewe, why are you up here? The circle on the ground isn't the Arioli, is it? No. That's just some broadcast equipment. It sends the miraculous power from the core sector out across the city. The what now? Core sector is where the Arioli is, I'm guessing? Yes. The proper function of the Axis pillar is essentially as an antenna broadcasting the Arioli's power to the rest of the city. Its range seems to be roughly 1,000 Selga. Using the Gospels, the Arioli could affect things not just in what we call liberal now, but across a good deal of the continent. The more I hear, the crazier it gets. Never used Kevin because I already had an established party. I didn't really like him much. I like switching it up, so I've been switching it up throughout the game. And the game gives you a ton of options at the end here. We have like 12 people to choose from. So in order to stop the shutdown phenomenon, we have to get down to the core sector and do something about the Aureoli? It would be the only way, but doing something with the Aureoli may prove difficult. It's an artifact of some sort, but it's sentient in some way. It mercilessly removes foreign or threatening elements. That Celeste managed to seal it away in the first place is impressive in and of itself. And on top of the Aureoli, you'll have to deal with Weissman. Not crud. It's a fight we can't put off any longer, but with your help, Loewe, not even Weissman could stop us. Aureoli. Yeah. Yeah, it sounds like an Italian pastry to me. You brat. Just assuming I'll help you out of the blue like that? Now, why would I possibly want to help you out? My, this is a touching reunion. May I just say, however, that I do ever so slightly fear the implications for my own well-being. Dang. Do I get a chance to save? Because I don't want to get walled by Weissman. Good evening, everyone. I would say you've done a splendid job overcoming my little trials and reaching the pinnacle. But all these little rule violations, tisk, so unsporting. Rule violations? What are you talking about? We fought every one of your dumb enforcers fair and square, and Joshua beat Loewe one-on-one. It's kind of pansy. I did get told yesterday that the Loewe fight is the hardest one in the game, so I should be okay. Heck, we've been fairer about this than we should have been. I see that you've yet to grasp the full extent of the plan. All servants of Ouroboros receive power from the Grand Master in some way or form. If you have a few members of Ouroboros assisting you, that hardly seems a fair or informative experiment, now does it? We're an experiment? I've been a fool. Us coming here as part of your plan all along, wasn't it? I'll admit to adding many of my own personal touches to the plan. Basically, just beat the game, kinda. Apparently, I have. But there's gonna be, I assume there's gonna be, like, 3... There's probably gonna be a Weissman fight, some sort of Aureoli fight, and some sort of second phase Aureoli fight. I assume. That's what my gamer sense is telling me. But yes, about half of it did consist of you making your way here. Gospel plan isn't just about obtaining the Aureoli, is it? Correct, all is according to the Grand Master's design, but as I said, you were never meant to have Ouroboros members as part of the experiment. Which means Joshua here is ruining the precision of my results. Forgive me, my boy, but I think it's time you became my puppet once more. What? Is this tattoo glowing? The garbage fights. Joshua, are you alright? His eyes are reddish. No. Damned monster. You put something like that in the deepest levels of his subconscious? Something to beat the game, which is an endeavor, but the hardest fight is finished. I'm fine with that. As long as I don't get completely walled and I get a chance to save past the Loewe fight, because I don't ever want to do that fucking thing ever again. That fight was lucky. He only pulled out his, like, blizzard sword once. Okay. The fledgling Gral's Ritter, yes? I'm sure you know very well what's going on then, and what hold my power of absolute suggestion has over him. Joshua, this is a joke, right? Come on back. Maybe this is the beat, the Joshua Kevin beat, where like Joshua's like, Kevin's like, I'll help you, and then they came back. It's like, hey, nothing, and then like Estelle's like, why are you guys tired? Why do you look tired? You just ran off into a room privately, and now you look tired. I assume it's not as dirty as it implies. Come on, stop it. Stop looking at me like that. Please, that's enough, this little point. When all this began, I used my power to rebuild Joshua's shattered mind. The stigma I sank into the depths of his mind has slept dormant since. When it is invoked, however, the effect is tremendous. Joshua really is little more than a puppet to me now. Yeah. Incidentally, that little thing on Joshua's shoulder, that isn't just a tattoo. It is the image of the stigma I burned into his mind, made manifest on his flesh. I imagine it came as quite the fright when it reappeared after I returned his memory. You lied. On top of all the suffering you put Joshua through, you said you'd freed him. But even that was a lie. Now, I wasn't lying when I told him he was free. If Joshua had just left alone and not come this far with you, I wouldn't have to do this. Why, one could say this is really all your fault, Miss Bright. What a monster you are. Don't screw with me, Weissman. You don't get to tell me anything about what paths I've chosen. You taking control of Joshua, all it's done is made me even more angry. I'm going to beat you clear to Ereboni and back and save Joshua. Now that's what I was hoping to see, but I'm afraid I'm rather busy at the moment. I don't quite have time to stay here right now. Why don't you come down to the core sector? Do come visit, so we can finish the experiment. I'll be waiting. Joshua? No. Well, this can't get much worse. Better question is, how do we get to the core sector anyway? Use the elevator in the back. Oh, thank goodness you're okay. Well, what elevator? I don't... Wait, you mean that big plate in the back? His name is literally just Weissman. It's true. It goes right down to the core sector, straight to the areoli. Alright. Do I get a chance to save? Am I just down a character? It's the creature that brought down the RCL. Reverie, Dragion. Damn you, Weissman. So you did have more than just the one I used. Don't really get the impression they'll just let us walk on by. We gotta get past them somehow. I'm gonna assume this is a chair. Then let us handle this. Or it's Julia. Or it's everyone. Yeah, it's everyone. Look how many characters we have. Just gonna point out. Where's my... Oh, I can't show my mouse cursor. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people in that crowd that could be in our party. There are a lot of characters that we can control. The repairs to the RCL are essentially done. We got everyone who could fight together and come to assist you. Admittedly, I'm just tagging along, looking at everything and all. Hey, don't forget about us. Bobcat's about ready to fly too. We figured we'd hop on over and see how you were getting on. It's great. We'll talk later. Leave this to us. Estelle, hurry and save Joshua, okay? Your light is the only thing that can save Joshua now. Right. Everyone attack! Man, Julie is so cool. I would not have thought this was an elevator shaft. I wonder how far down it goes. Well, given how tall the pillar is, I bet this thing runs into the middle of the island. Yeah. Still, don't worry. Joshua promised to walk by your side until the end, didn't he? You will bring him back to us, I know you will. Thanks, Chloe. He'll never break a promise if he can help it. Besides, like heck, I'm just gonna abandon him and let that creep Weissman do what he wants with my Joshua. It's time to take back my man with girl power. Yeah. That's the spirit. Do I get to save? That's all I care about. There's more of these dragon things? We really do need to be ready for anything. Yeah, let's bust some heads. And I don't have information on, so it's not like I can really help. I suppose I'll just... I'll let LaForte do the thing. How much damage do I do just default? 0. Because I prioritize defense. Actually, I can just Saint. Does camphor work?
Saint, take it down!
Yes! Thank God. Just get some healing in. Alright, I should do damage now. And there's a crit coming. I'm guessing that is unimpedable. That would be my assumption. Can I look crest both of us? No, we're too far apart. Guess I'll just, because we don't need attack, so I guess I'll just crest. And I'm gonna ice break with Kevin. That should get everybody. I could also... No, I'll just S-break with Kevin. And then I will... I guess I'll just crest myself. Ooh, just barely.
I hold in my hand the chalice of the lights. Act as our shield.
Okay, what is this? Hyper arm shot. I mean, he does have strength down. Oh, the triple camera. I wonder how much damage that would have done. Do I S-break now? Kinda want to. But there is another crit coming. Not much. That's good to know. I think I'll just hit him. Yeah, I'll do it on the next crit. Oh, I didn't pay attention to how much damage that did. Probably should have. Let's clock up Estelle. Yeah, he's not doing much with all our buffs and debuffs gone. Let's just do this now. It should do like 7K.
Wanna see what I got?
Really? Alright, fine. What else can I do? So we can just clock ourselves. It's more or less a joke fight. I mean, it is proving to be a joke fight. Do I have any more buffs I need? Not really. Is he still Camford? I'm gonna say no.
Zeke, take it down!
Okay. Doing 1100 on average. We should probably... I kind of want to... He hits us regardless, so I kind of just want to group up. So it's easier to heal. Yeah, I'm just gonna move. Just go right here. Lol. I forgot I stacked agility on Estelle. Let's do some damage. It's not weak to anything in particular, so. 3,000 is fine. I don't want to spend 200 BP. Take a crit ball. Excellent. Probably should have healed. I could just Earth Guard this. It's my average level. We're level 90. 91 now, I think, actually, because we leveled from Loewe's fight. I am curious just to see how much damage he does. So I'm Also, we'll get CP for taking damage, so I'll just take the damage. Oh, that's not bad. Loewe's clones did more than that with a basic attack. Ooh, crit dark matter. Did it kill him? No. Not quite. She's at 200 CP for the next fight now. Well, how did... Oh, he didn't... He's not campered. I was like, how did he not die? Make sure she doesn't die. Oh, he should die now. Yeah, okay.
Piece of cake.
Bam, 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 bam. No, Sepid. Lame. Can I save? Can I save at any point, or is this just like a constant end sequence of cutscenes and boss fights? Oh, I can save. The arrest thing. Guess this is the end of the line, so... This is the course sector, huh? Yeah, you feel that power in the air? Don't think there's any mistake now. It's Joshua and the Arioli must be ahead. They have to be, I think. This will probably be our last fight. This is where we're gonna stop our bros and shut down the phenomenon. It's gonna be where we free Joshua from Weissman once and for all. Guys, please give me everything you still have. I'm not sure how much it will be, but of course. You leave it to me. I wish I had more tomato sandwiches to give Estelle some CP. I gotta have a few more of these. May as well walk in with 200. Like one away. Alright, I am actually going to make a few more of these. It's always handy to have, like, a decent heal that also gives me some speed. Make one of these. And some of these. And then I'm done. And then I'm done with the food. Although, Mighty Essence... That's basically a saint with some heal attached. Alright, that should be good. Where's my next cure? Yeah, okay, yeah, that's fine. Okay! Let's do a separate save. Okay, before we do the final sequence, I do want to take a quick break. Stretch my legs, because I'm sure it's going to be like a good 2 hours for this final thing. So... gonna take a quick break. Kind of want to put on some music. I just don't know what to put on. I'll put on some like some hype battle stuff that I have. Also make sure it's not loud as fuck. Oh yeah. Take a quick break. We'll be back soon. Okay. Let's do this. I think we're as ready as we'll ever be. Oh! There are battles here? Fuck this. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the home of all that is sacred. I guess the game did have to give you a way to potentially, like, grind some levels if you desperately needed it. But you're kind of locked in. Joshua! You passed the final trial. Excellent, excellent. Be proud you are worthy to be present for the resurrection of the Shining Ring, the Aureole. Yeah, not interested in that at all. Thanks. I'm here to put a stop to all this stupid weirdness. I'm here to get Joshua back. Yes. Sadly, I'm afraid that won't be happening. What do you mean, Joshua? No matter how you try to deny it, the truth remains. Joshua's mind is little more than a construct. The stigma on his shoulder is proof. Proof that he is of Ouroboros, that he is my possession. How dare you? Perhaps if Joshua had somehow erased the stigma of his own will, he could have found release. But alas, he never managed to get that far. It would be best if I kept him as a research subject for a bit longer. You really are as much of a monster as they say. Goodness me, such insults and how impotent they are. You see, I suspect Joshua realized very quickly what the stigma on his shoulder meant. Surely he knew something like this exact situation would occur. Yet he never breathed the word of his troubles to any of you, did he? Not even a whisper. And conversely, none of you were sensitive enough to notice his pain. What power these bonds of yours have of complete earth-shaking potential. But come now, there's no need for long faces. You have been granted the privilege of being here for this glorious moment. All that remains now is to make the correct choice. Privileged choice? What are you going on about? Perhaps I should start from the very beginning. How much do you know, I wonder? About this city and the events that occurred here with the Aureole nearly 1,200 years before our time. So that's the Aureole. Most certainly is. One of the ultimate artifacts capable of producing literally endless power and shaping miracles with it. But the ancients sealed it away despite its limitless science-shattering potential. Why do you think they would do such a thing? I don't know the whole story, I'm sure, but the data left in the tower said it was having a bad influence on people and society. Oh, you actually managed to put all those together, did you? That will make this quick then. Allow me to play the role of a professor once more and elucidate the truth of the matter. Millennia ago, Aidios of the Sky granted humanity the 7 treasures. For brevity's sake, we'll say each one utilized a facet of reality in order to manifest miracles in their own way. Humanity split into 7 factions, each centered around a treasure, to pursue an ideal based on the powers of the given treasure. One such ideal was this Liber Arc, a city in the sky with the Aureole at its center. A paradise, removed from the troubles of the ground, where each man's gospel could grant any wish through the Aureole. Mankind lived a bountiful life here, absolutely free of strife. Over time, however, people's lives were swallowed up in the artificial bliss granted to them by the Aureole. Not just physical ecstasy, but even dreams were provided by the Aureole. False realities granted people long-sought spiritual fulfillment. The people of Liber Arc, dependent on miracles that were all but a narcotic, began treading the path to annihilation. The Ark's inhabitants lost all sense of ambition and ethics and slid into madness and despair. Birth rates dropped catastrophically while suicide and bizarre crime ran rampant, and the whole of society walked the path to a slow demise. But the Aureole passed no judgment on these people, it merely granted the miracles asked of it. And so the shining jewel of the sky became a den of evil and chaos. This was the situation Celestos and her conspirators faced over 1,000 years ago. They built the seal and the device towers even as they fought off the guardians of the Arioli, which it sent forth to save itself. And at last they sealed not just the Arioli, but the entire city in another dimension. That's what happened? I never would have imagined. I will grant that the Elder Celestis did quite well given the circumstances, but think for a moment. The cost of Celeste's victory was humanity being cast forth into a land of chaos, forced to start again from nearly nothing. Think of all the suffering man endured then, and endures now, as man savages one another with endless petty wars. Can it truly be said that she made the right decision? On the other hand, we have gained, or regained, orbital technology, and once again live bountiful, easy lives. At this rate, only two ends are possible. Either we continuously seek to dominate one another and, unable to control ourselves, obliterate each other in an orgy of conflict. Or, like the people of old, we sink into narcotic self-pleasure, let automated systems run the world, and live as farm animals. Either physical or mental annihilation awaits. There are so many parallels to this entire story to the real world. There is but one single path for humanity if it wishes to survive. The beasts of mankind must be led to the point where they obtain the two things required for true enlightened sentience. A flawless rationality capable of resisting any temptation and unswayed by even the fiercest circumstances. And peerless intelligence ever capable of finding the correct solution unmoved by crude emotion. This is the true goal of the gospel plan. To do what even the ancients could not, to advance our minds to what they should be. You're actually serious? What madness? I would so appreciate it if you would not look at me as if I were a megalomaniacal lunatic. Man cannot help but change and reform through fear when confronted with something beyond his imagining. In that sense, what better tool exists to drive evolution forward than the Arioli? I will guide mankind into the correct path to salvation with this great treasure from Adios. In other words, remove humanity as a concept. Basically, yeah. Oh shit, he got all shadowy-eyed. That is my duty as one of the Anguis. My duty to Ouroboros and its master. Boy, I bet you're a real hit at parties. Oh, what's this? A flawless rationality capable of resisting any temptation unswayed by even the fiercest circumstances. Peerless intelligence ever capable of finding the correct solution unmoved by crude emotion. What's the point? Why? It seems someone was sleeping during the lecture. As I said, mankind faces annihilation through either conflict or mental entropy. Mental entropy. The only way... No. I heard the lecture just fine. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm trying to say is, isn't there something we can do about the problems you described if we know they exist? It's like Joshua said to Loewe, we aren't completely powerless. But they might not be guided by flawless, peerless, whatever, but everyone's working together to get through the crisis going on right now. I've gone across all of Liberal and seen it with my own eyes. Don't you think we're capable of getting along just fine without some kind of forceful grand transformation? Really, no. Eking out survival by flocking together is how beasts and insects live. Is that really all you have to offer on the potential of humanity as it stands now? Is there anything else I need to offer? Is there a problem with being the same? I mean, we're living beings too, you know, and heck, aren't I just talking about the strength of life? What? I don't think people are just animals, of course. I just think that living honestly with that spark of life from others as your driving force, that's what it means to live. People don't need to be omnipotent super beings or whatever you want them to be. People just need to be aware of one another and help each other out. And you know what? I bet the people who sealed the Arioli away in the first place felt the same way. I mean, sure, making miracles mundane and relying on nothing but them is really bad by itself. But the biggest problem there, more than anything, is that it makes it so there's no point in knowing or helping each other. That's awful. Man can only be a man because it's others who make the man. You nailed it, Estelle. Still sticking to the mutual assistance argument, invoking the power of human bonds of all things. I would ask you to read a history book before saying such nonsense, Miss Bright. As an example, consider the overpowering, nation-crushing machine called war. Is man not only capable of being ground beneath its treads? Absolutely not. In the middle of the biggest war in liberals' history, my mother gave her life to save mine. And because of that, I chose the path of a bracer, and now look at me. I'm here to stop the crisis you caused and prevent another war from breaking out, all thanks in the end to my mother. Hell, I'd say you just made my point for me. People are not powerless, not against anything. You're quite good at trite answers, if nothing else. If you really seriously believe people are powerless, you've really convinced yourself humanity can only be saved by turning us into emotionless super beings. Then what makes you really pathetic? Then that makes you really pathetic, I think.
What?
I mean, that'd mean you've never known the joy of trusting someone or helping them. To think that your only smug satisfaction comes from watching people struggle. That's just sad. But even if I feel sorry for you, I am a bracer. I can't ignore the fact that you're getting a lot of people involved in your little pity party. Sorry, but I'm afraid we're gonna have to stop you by force. Read a book on basic psychology, yeah. I feel like villains are never professional psychologists. You ignorant little girl, how dare you talk to me like that? Very well, then the professor would like for you to prove your theory. What is happening now? Why is he evil-eyeing me? Do be patient for a moment, everyone. I promise this will be quite a show. What are you planning, Weissman? Joshua, forward. Joshua, now! Come, Miss Bright, do show me. You claim humanity can stand against forces larger than it? Show me proof you can stand against despair. Fine! It just opens with a phantom ray. Cool! Lame. Joshua? Oh, quite an impressive move. Leaving him with the Divine Blade for a while seems to have paid off nicely. It does always feel good to see a product of one's craft honed to an even finer edge. Commence the plot! Awful. And now for the climax to our little show. Joshua sees her. Now! Estelle! And thus, the strength of humanity proves to be nothing more than a house of cards before a hurricane. But I am an academic after all, I do understand the necessity of proof. So we'll have Joshua provide the final test. What? What indeed, it will be a simple experiment. I'm going to have Joshua end your life. Once you are dead by his hand, I will break his hypnosis and return him to his senses. But no! Oh, I do wonder what kind of expression Joshua will have on seeing you dead at his feet. Doesn't it just get your blood pumping? Don't even think about it. If you do that, Joshua would... Yes, this time his heart may just be crushed to powder. If that happens, however, all I need do is construct him a new persona. And then I can offer him the chance to become human yet again and observe the results. I can hardly wait. It's too cruel, isn't it? Now come, Joshua, end her. Joshua, I'm sorry, I said I wouldn't die. I promised I'd walk with you. Joshua, please no! But I believe in you. Joshua, don't give in. Don't run away from reality, even if I die. To be honest, if you did die, I'm not sure I could face reality. What? Oh yeah, checkmate. Joshua? Sorry, Estelle. I didn't mean to scare you like that. Was he pretending the whole time? What? This is absurd. He can't possibly have reclaimed his will. Wait. The stigma. What happened to the stigma on your shoulder? Oh yeah, that. The stigma you carved into my flesh and mind is gone. Thanks to you, it has been shattered. Well, how? I had a hypnotic wedge of sorts jammed into the stigma, keyed to a particular command. I've been poking at the wedge on my own since then, getting it ready to shatter the stigma the instant someone put pressure on it. What? Oh, what now? That must be what he was doing with Kevin. Kevin was helping him out somehow. Which, I was afraid I wouldn't be able to keep our promise the way things were going. So I asked Kevin for a little hypnotic assistance after we crashed. I knew it. Kevin! This is why you're here, Kevin, to fucking answer for your sneakiness. Guilty as charged. Honestly, I wasn't even sure what to make of his crazy plan at first. If he'd bet wrong, I dread to think what could have ended up happening. So, hey, good job beating the odds there, Jay. Yeah. Thanks, Kevin. Yeah, not what I expected, but I'm not gonna complain. Father Graham, was it? I thought you were just a fledgling little squire, but it seems I underestimated your bag of cute tricks. A mistake I'll not repeat. I say it's more the guidance of Idios than anything. I guess I really shouldn't expect you to get it, with you turning your back on the faith and all. Besides, it wasn't really my idea to start with. Someone else gave Joshua the idea, and I just ran with it. Well, who else? No, Cassius Bright, damn you! Dad? Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Oh, the letter he gave you before we got on the RCL. Yeah, that was why he wanted to make sure only I read the letter, just in case anyone was listening in. I suspect your best chance of breaking the curse lies in Father Kevin's hands. How to use that key is a decision that must be yours alone to make. Win your freedom by predicting what Weissman will do. That's just like General Bright, he just knows everything. Crying out loud, Dad could have dropped me a hint about this at least. Honestly, I'd been worried about it for a long time. I kept wondering what you would make me do if you took control of me again. So, knowing you, I decided to bet everything on one idea. That you couldn't possibly resist ordering me to do the one thing I feared the most. Sure enough, you ordered it, and that broke the stigma. Finally, completely free of you. You foolish little child. If you had just obeyed me, you could have aspired to such heights. I could have advanced you in ways you cannot even dream of. Much like how Estelle turned you down once, I really have no interest in any of that. Besides, if I learned anything in this whole journey, is that one's path in life isn't given by someone else. It's something you find with others as you search for it, no matter how dark your surroundings. Absurd. The history of man is stained with the blood of fools who tried finding your path. Without a guiding light to shine on that road, they shall remain lost. You're wrong. We use the light we give off each other to find our way together. That is how we found our way here, through all your cynical traps. That's right. You do like your speeches, don't you, you shambling wreck of an enforcer? Show me then. Show me this light you claim will guide you through the darkness. Boss fight commence. And I shall show you in turn the blinding light of a loyal servant of the Grand Master, the power of the faceless, one of the Anguisse. Bring it on! The one being blinded here is you. The sad thing is I don't have Heaven's Eyes, so I can't like get a little blurb that gives me a hint on what these things do. Which means... I don't have any buffs I can do. I can clock up. That's not going off for a while. I could morale. That's what I'm thinking of doing, pulling an S-Break. I kind of want to use the Crest, because that's 25%. I'm just afraid of what Weissman will do. It's better if I do a La Forte. I said La Crest before, I meant La Forte. I also don't know if they'll actually die. Oh, Joshua doesn't have 200 CP. Never mind. Here's what I'll do. Let's use a capsule on him.
We're good to go.
And then a La Forte.
How does that?
You think I care? You just made it easier to buff everyone. Let's start with La Forte. Alright, Joshua. Do your thing.
I will run my next.
Oh, I didn't. Oh, that's a shame. What if? Just use another one. I'd prefer it if they didn't get a turn.
I will run my next.
Oh, that's actually pretty nasty. And the seal on Kevin kind of sucks. Definitely shouldn't stay clumped up. Should I wait for a crit or should I just S-break him now? We also can't move. His move down is actually pretty big. Maybe we'll throw a Silphareon. Maybe that'll help a bit. I just don't know if I should S-break now or wait for a crit. No, let's just do damage to him. No, yeah. Kevin and Chloe can heal. Chloe can do the biggest heal. I just don't know if she's gonna get it off in time, so. I still don't have an EP cut. Yeah. I do. Can I camp for him?
Take it down.
No. Okay. You've got cool ass spell effects.
How does that feel? Come, swim for me.
Good thing I healed. Ooh. Let's do this real quick.
Now, light of the heavens. Radiant blast.
The downside to Kevin's S-break is that we don't get CP from taking damage. I also want to save it because I know there's going to be another thing. It's really hard to tell what our buffs are currently. We have defense, strength, and move. We're just like so unbelievably clumped. I don't know if I should just move for the sake of unclumping. What else can I do? Could just Earth Wall. Maybe I should A-Crest. He seems like he's a magic caster. Oh my god, I can't even reach. I do want to get closer, but I want to like do damage. Like, I don't want to be as clumped as we are, so I'm gonna start trying to move forward. See, that would have hit everyone if we were all still clumped. What can Kevin do? I can't slow him down. Can't strengthen him down. He doesn't move. I guess I'll just keep clocking up people. You get a crit. He doesn't do damage, though, is the thing. I guess I could just throw a Dark Matter for the crit. No, Joshua should just use his on the crit. So I will clock up Joshua.
I run no more.
Look, he's using arts. He's using the arts. Yeah, I'll just keep that. I'll just move closer. Not only is he gone, he has no EP as well. How long does that last? Oh my god, this is pure dex. Can I cure this? Can I like... I mean, I should probably at least heal. Can I hit you now? I can hit you now. Oh. She resisted something. Didn't know that effect was in game. Some of these bosses have like their own unique status effects. Interesting. Do they come back eventually? Or they... How does this work? Whatever, he's dead in like two more of Chloe's turns. He just moves forward? Oh, they're back. We all have our defense on. I have no EP. That's dumb. It's very dumb. How much HP does he have?
All yours.
Okay, he's dead. Easy peasy. Is everyone leveling? And we're all full healed. Nice. Oh my, what a shock. To think that you would be so damn tenacious. Hey, Professor, how about time you drop the holier than thou act? Your confidence drains away because you know this is the end, don't you? Pathetic. You haven't even realized you're standing on your graves. What? Weissman, what are you doing? I had intended to offer it to the Grand Master like this, but I must change my plans. It's time you realize just what it means to oppose me. So is this phase 2 of 5? How many phases are we getting in these final fights? What? You wouldn't? Oh, no, no, no. Don't fuse with the Arioli, you heretical maniac. How is that even... It can't be. What has he done to himself? It's overwhelming power. Can barely stand. 2 of 3? That makes sense. Oh, this sensation even better than I'd imagined. Shall we experiment then? The power of apotheosis, unflinching reason, indomitable intellect, guiding humanity to the future. He's a biggin. And he's a glowin'. He's an angel? See, I wish I had Heaven's Eyes, so I got at least... The little blurbs are always kind of interesting, but I don't get the blurbs. I can always look it up. How shall I start this? I think clocking up is the best. Let's clock up Kevin since he's my main buffer. You do have La Crest, which is not hitting everyone. Because I split up for Loewe's fight. Okay, I'll do this, and then I'll just Saint Estelle. I'll La Forte first. No, I'll just Saint Estelle. And you need to not move. So, Flicker? Did I just miss? Oh, that's not bad. Oh. There, lesson learned, I think. A lesson in real power. This is nuts. Our attacks aren't hitting him at all. He's got some kind of barrier up. But if it's negating even our arts and our best techniques... Learn, children, the Arioli is the treasure of space. One of its very, very many powers is forming an absolute barrier incomparable to simple orbal arts. You cannot even touch me. The evil eye again! Weissman, let them go. Those eyes, magnificent. You may be a wreck of an enforcer, but oh, what a waste it would be to kill you. I would much prefer to etch another stigma into the depths of your mind. Just as before, I'll give you a renewed sense of hope, then tear it out by the roots and leave you writhing. Nothing pleases me more than to see that shift in your expression from hope to despair. I do so look forward to it. Can't believe this. Forget bad taste. The only word for you at this point is sick. Who dat? I had a feeling Loewe would come back. I suppose I should have finished you off. So really, Loewe, what are you planning on doing? Not even your dragon can break the Aureoles barrier. I suppose it can't. I did have a question for you, though, Weissman. Just how involved were you in Hamel? Wait, what? Now, what a thing to accuse me of. That was purely the fault of the Empire's hawks, no? Why would you ever think I would be involved? Because you're a snake. You appear before people in their moments of weakness and whisper plans into their ears that lead to their destruction. And in doing so, you achieve your goals without ever dirtying your belly. That's just your way of doing things. What? No, would he? The ringleaders of the Hawks were nothing more than political losers who had nowhere else to go. There were a few questions I couldn't answer at first, but even if the war 10 years ago was part of your plan, it then occurred to me. Everything made sense. I see. It is largely as you surmise. But what? Of course, really, all I did was introduce them to a band of Jaeger dropouts I knew, and put the name Hamel in their ears. Just doing that was enough to push things to war in the blink of an eye. Simply one more testament to the sinful nature of men. What you've done is unforgivable, you monster. One more sin for the pile, eh? I think you're gonna be sick. I see. Essentially as I thought then. You're taking this rather well. Personally, I was hoping you'd be a bit more resentful. If you've forgotten, I've long since learned to stay my anger. However, you knocked me out from behind back there. That is an insult the Blade Lord cannot abide. That alone, I shall be paying back in full. Absurd. The Aureoles bearer is absolute. It cannot be harmed. Wait, that sword, of course. Yes, the sword granted to me by the Grandmaster, just like your staff. It's a demon sword forged through the divergent laws. Jargon! There's new jargon that we don't know! Careless of me. Curse you, get away. Get away, you insect! Too late. Oh no! Loewe! Fucking destroyed that dragon. Forget about me, your path is clear, strike him down. Do you think this game will have the balls to kill a character? Like Loewe? Has anyone died? Like, not in the past. People died before the game started. I don't think anyone's died in game. Anyway. You dare strike one such as I. No matter the absolute barriers, but a trifle of the Aureoles' power. He opened his chesticle. I shall bring forth its full force and let you savor the despair. Oh, you want to talk despair? Well, here we go. Okay, you, as a bracer, as a citizen of Liberal, and more than anything, as a human being, I'm taking you down. Weissman, this is the end. Oh. Yeah, we're in the end now. You got trippy backdrops. I don't know if I want to use up my capsules. It would be so much easier if I could kill these immediately. But I only have 2 Zerum capsules. So I feel like I shouldn't. It does have the balls to kill a character? That's good to know. If someone has died and I forgot, then I apologize. I apologize to the person, to the character that I forgot is dead. Like, it has backstories with dead people in it. But the floor doesn't render for you either. Is it? I assume it would. It's not supposed to. I assume it's supposed to look like this. What is this? The crest? Okay. Yeah, we'll just Saint to sell. I'll do that first before I do Le Forte. And again, you just don't move. So I can try Clock Down. Calamitous something. I should have read the name. That sucks. That's on purpose. Nobody's died yet. Okay, the other things can be slowed down. What did it just steal? CP? Oh, that sucks. And we're still split. He keeps like getting his S-break and then losing it. Supposed to be an array of those teal floating tiles that you stand on. Oh, whatever. Okay. Well. Let's eat a tempura.
We're good to go.
Speed. I think I'll Saint. No, I should probably crit heal. Joshua. Like, we're too far away for Chloe's and shit. Like, we're too far away. Man, I kind of wish I Sainted, because now I'm gonna S-break.
I run no more.
Like, yeah, she's too far away to, like, get it and heal them. She can't just do the big heal. To get everyone back up. Not that it's entirely necessary at the moment. It might be after the big guy moves. I'm going to do this. Target Estelle. That's... like... that's incredibly weak. I was expecting something more devastating. Okay, you can Saint him now. Okay, well, I got my buffs on. They're only taking like 3,000. They'll take like 4,000 or 5,000 now from Joshua's S-break. I need to get rid of them though. They have pretty low defense. Power light something? It missed. Sweet! I guess I'll clock down these ones. I should probably just do damage. The biggest thing is Arrow Storm without having to, like... I can't hit everything unless I, like... Should I do Cocytus or Time? I think Cocytus will do more damage. What does this do? I mean, it confused him. But it also said 0. Is that all it does? Do I have Curia? No? Okay. Just do some damage then. Once I kill these other things, this won't be so difficult, I don't think. I kind of want to pull out Chloe's S-break just to have Kevin's, just specifically to cure Kevin's confusion, so that he gets a turn that's coming up. She won't end up healing Joshua and Estelle, though. I think I just attack a thing. Thanks to the Gladiator headband. It's fine, he does 0 damage. I can't, even doing Chloe's thing won't help because they're too far away. Let's just heal. I'm gonna crit heal Joshua. Yeah, that's fine. I think I'm just gonna move to the center so that I have the option. I might just do it anyway. Send here. Yeah, I'm doing it anyway. I want Kevin to have a turn. I probably should have waited till after. Whatever. Well, it's a good thing I didn't wait till after. Basically not allowed to be in the center. He should just be in the center, though. He can't calamitous all the time, can he? Let's just dual strike. That was more HP, and then S-break. Excellent. It's like one hit from death. Don't really need to think about it. I could just kill it off. Kill it off. I'm not sure what buffs to apply. You can just keep clocking up people. On the upside, that only ever hits one person, because we're not in a group. Let's heal somebody. You do Joshua. You can do... Just because Latirol is cheaper for you. This defense isn't that high. I can't lower it, so that's kind of meh, but... If they get close enough, I could sacrifice arrow them. Should just keep healing, though. I'm sure Chloe will be fine. Chloe will be fine. Oh, he just spawns more of them? Well, there's a crit, so I'll use that crit. They're annoying, they take my CP. Okay, I'm just gonna do this. I could just S-break for the sake of it. Just run to the middle and S-break. Go heal Chloe first. Oh, that does it in a line? It's fine. So if I attack this... They should be close enough. Oh. I want to give him CP. I don't feel a threat, so I'm just gonna use my ice break willy-nilly here.
I hold in my hand the chalice of the
Just give myself a nice little head start advantage. Let's kill this off. Do we need to buff anything? I'll let Kevin do that. Trying to do arts. I assume I can't impede that. We won't take damage anyway, so what do I care? Just keep clocking people up. Oh, I know this spell. I don't remember if that has KO chance or faint chance. What just wore off? The crest just wore off. Nice. 3 of us. No, I'll let Kevin keep doing the buffs. She is Earthguard right now anyway, so she doesn't need defense or anything. Oh, strength wall. Lame. Hits the whole field, does it? You just beat it yesterday? I tried beating it yesterday. Loewe ruined that plan. Fucking low. I don't care, he's saving the day now. Maybe I'll A crest. Oh, it's too small. Yeah, he was very hard. I first shot him today, though. First tried him today. I'm like losing my words. I'm just gonna Earth Guard Estelle, and we won't take damage. Wait, how does he have lowered defense? Did he do that to himself? He must have done that to himself. Did I even try campering him? I think I did. I'm gonna try it again. Actually, I don't. Is it like a thing when he casts? I think he just, like, has reduced defense when he casts things. That's interesting. Alright, let's put on an A crest. Now that we're close enough. Everyone but Chloe has buffs. Poor Chloe. Just hanging out on the side. I'm waiting for that strength up or the crit. I missed. Now is a good time, I think. Because those things sick. Yeah, let's just do it now.
I'm running away.
I'd rather those not be around. It's unfortunate. Kevin can do heals. Low on EP, actually. Is that still HP? I'm too far away now. There's a crit coming. This mirrors Chloe never getting a turn. Maybe I should speed her up. It'd be nice if it was more than 3,000. That shit's expensive. Why is he always going after Kevin with that? Alright, I got a crit, so let's just wheel a time this little fucker. Oh. Alright, let's put... Yeah, I'll finish that off. Yeah, he does get reduced defense when he casts. It's a shame I can't do damage at the moment. I can, though. I will tank this damage, because I suspect we will live. I might just throw Chloe's, but I can just sacrifice Arrow, and then Joshua can... Yes.
All yours!
Let's take that crit and do tons of damage.
I will run no more.
Nice. Oh, that did fun. Earth spells do no damage. It's such a terrible element. Loewe can heal. I'll just keep attacking. The Tyrol should do the trick. Because he does like a calamitous knockback. Yeah. I don't know why they didn't end up getting moved. He can't even tear all himself. He's getting a crit. I should probably like heal. I'll just heal Chloe real quick. Earth is for defense. If you want offense, you got off the fire away. Yeah, that's the thing. They're just really like there are so many offensive earth spells and they're all pointless. The defense down kind of sucks. I think I'm gonna have Chloe run in and then S-break here, so do I care about getting 200 CP? Kinda do. He needs more EP. Like, he's just out. Do a 500. The pains of not having EP cut.
Now, light of the heavens, radiant flash!
Flame. Okay, I need to start buffing Chloe defensively. So let's get a crest on her. Pointless, they cover the entire screen. You can build up your CP. Oh, I never considered building up your CP. That is a good point. I do want to aim for... Are they getting more HP, or did they always have that much? Can't reach him anyway. He can come to me. It's always Kevin. Why is it always Kevin? I don't have Kyria, so... They have so little movement. Did not realize. Can't clock it down. If I Petrosphere it, it's gonna take like 2 or 3 turns just for it to get to Estelle. I don't know if 0 movement is possible, but... I'm getting there. Ooh! Yeah. Just 1 movement. I wish I had a knockback. That would be fucking hilarious right now. I'm definitely gonna throw out both S breaks while he is defense down. So I'll just do that at the last second. I can give Joshua 200 CP, so I'll do that.
All yours!
And I can't do damage to him before his thing is up. So I assume this will... Probably don't need this, but I'm gonna. Just for recovery afterwards. Actually, just so I don't have to worry about timing, I'm just gonna S-break now.
I will run your
5.7, that's not bad. You can do it. These are super annoying. But he has defense down right now, so...
Wanna see what I got?
5,000. Nice. Now I'll just be prepared to heal everything. It still can't reach us. Oh man! Oh, and the buffs all ran off. No, I'll heal. Kevin's getting the 50 CP. Kevin. Oh, what it? She's gonna need an EP charge soon now. I want him to cast the Crest, so I'll just use the Morale instead of the Forte.
Yeah, come on.
I feel like A Crest has lasted a very long time. We've had our defense up for forever. Oh, I have my S-break again. Oh, wait, though. Wait for a spell. Oh, now it runs out. Well, let's just put it back on. I guess I'll work on this thing. She does not come back. We are lined up for Weissman. Another one. I'm not killing him fast enough. There's a crit there. If I just attack. Yes, Kevin can give me 200 CP.
All yours!
Do it!
I run your
Nice, killed the close one. Did he just heal Kevin? I have no EP. I'd like to just cure him now. Cause I want... Do I need to EP charge? There's another... I assume there's another phase. I don't know if we'll level from this fight, so I should use an EP charge on Chloe before this fight ends. Let's just cure his confusion.
We're good to go.
I just need to assume.
Right.
Oh. Whatever. Just heal yourself. No one cares.
Sorry. No.
That defense down really sucks. Okay. You heal yourself first so you don't die. They lost all their CP. No, no, she's gonna lose hers. Wait, he just revived Estelle. If I do this, will it reach Chloe? No. I want this to go. Do I need this now? I don't want Chloe to lose CP is the thing. I mean, she kind of gains it back when she gets hit. I'll just heal Estelle. Yeah, revived with confusion. The end of this game really likes confusion. Everyone's doing it. I don't know if I should do anything other than just straight attack. I don't have a strength buff. Let's just get Estelle back. You're confused. You don't have La Forte. You have La Crest. It's preparing arts! And I don't have any CP to do crazy stuff. I can't even morale. Oh, I can bash him with La Forte. Let's hope that a La Forte plus a regular attack is enough. Oh, it's so close. Do not kill Chloe, please. God damn it.
I'm so sorry.
Piece of shit. I didn't know if I had to kill the little one or not, and I was like, should I revive Chloe first?